That is a song called Nights in White Satin from an album called Bain Douche, and that is by an artist called Alyce Platt. I think I've given you all the important statistics around that. An album that we spoke about last time we spoke to Alyce, because she is now officially, well, she's not yet. She will be in approximately 10 seconds a friend of the show by way of being the second appearance. 9, 8. Good morning, Alyce.
Good morning.
Friend of the show, official.
Friend of the show.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you.
Now, just to remind the folk why that sounded a little bit dodgy, the sound quality in that song, because it sounded like it was recorded in a bathroom or something.
Well, guess what it was? It was absolutely recorded without any microphones other than the phone in my bathroom during COVID. Yes, that's one of the things I did. I locked myself in there and challenged myself to learn and play a song a day that I'd never played or sung before.
There are others who did it, and the background is really sensible. That little echoey sound that's coming back just makes it very listenable.
Well, but I went in there because that for that reason, I thought, may as well go somewhere where I'm not annoying everybody. And then I went, this sounds really good in here, and there I stayed.
Yes, and normally when people stay in the bathroom that long, you don't really want to follow them in.
No.
But you're making nice sounds.
Stop it, Neil.
I was in the bath, literally. And actually, I was in the bath. I was sitting on the tiles. I was on the loo. Yeah. And I had very different sort of, well, if you go on YouTube, you can actually see where I am in my bathroom because there's videos of the entire album because I actually videoed it first. And then afterwards, I didn't actually have all the musicians in the bathroom with me, but they did record it remotely from their home studios.
Alyce, that period of time was probably the most creative period for Australian artists at a time where they weren't able to go and front audiences. There's some wonderful things were created. YouTube was jammed up, Facebook, all of those with well-known people doing some really good stuff. Jimmy Barnes and his family are probably the most notable. But were you driven by others starting it, or was it you out of sheer boredom you just said, I've got to do something?
No, I actually, to be honest, I didn't really have a problem with it at the beginning. I liked the fact that, I saw the world was shutting down and it was, this is interesting and, I'm allowed to stay home and just sort of be in my own space. And then, as I do, I pulled up the guitar and then I thought, I've got time. This is luxurious. Why don't I? And then I just started that way. So I wasn't aware of what everybody was doing. And then after I recorded them in just the raw form on camera, filming myself, I thought, that sounds pretty good. I might share that. And then I tapped into an audience of other people who were home and, all connecting with each other via social media. And that did become my audience, and it was really nice actually to have that and it inspired me. I kept going and thought, I'll do another one, and then people were waiting to see what the next song was going to be, and so it went on.
So the song selection, Alyce, was it purely the ones you loved, or did you think, now this is probably this sound that I've created, this particular song would really suit this sound? How did you make those choices?
I think I really love the 60s and 70s music. It's something that, it's a period, and I think most of the songs that I chose are from that. And as it turns out, a lot of them are songs by men. So I liked that challenge. I liked trying to do a Bread song and an the band America. I'd never really heard a female do those before, so that was... and then I've since found out that there are other females who've done them. But
not as well.
No.
And of course, those beautiful soft ballads of the 70s in particular, it really does, that environment is a really good spot to put them. The female voice is an interesting one because it is different, but it enhances. I want to use that word this morning. Enhances.
You used enhanced before.
Yeah, I was showing off then. Yeah. But that little echoey background suits those beautiful songs. So it seems a logical connection. You'd want to sing them because we all wanted to sing them when they came out. But why not record it as well?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the reason that we haven't just randomly gone, I know, it might be time to talk to Alyce again. There is actually a particular reason why we're talking to you this morning. There is a group called I don't know who the lead singer of this is, but it's called Alyce, Platt and the Fish Shop Collective. We must talk about the name of the Fish Shop Collective and who's involved, because there's a few names in there I think people would recognise. But you're playing next Friday night at George Lane. Now, a lot of people would not have heard of George Lane, the venue, but the George Hotel in St Kilda. I mean, everybody knows the George Hotel in St Kilda. That's where you are playing next Friday night. That sounds like it could be a bit of a hoot.
It could be. I mean, not could be. It will be.
Absolutely will be a hoot.
Venue, and I've played there before, but this is almost like a reunion for the Fish Shop Collective, which is this part of the band, most of the band, who recorded my Funny Little World album, and then we went on to become the Fish Shop Collective Band. And I came up with that name because I had a residency at a fish shop called Clay Pot in St Kilda for about 4 years, and I had a Friday night residency there, and I had main players who were with me, but every so often, obviously they couldn't be there, and then it's different musos who would come in and play, and that's sort of how I came up with that name.
I'm just imagining George's seafood down here in Geelong West, where I get my fish and chips. I can't imagine Alyce, Platt and the Fish Shop Collective would necessarily fit well into the main part of the floor there.
Not a lot of room.
Maybe not. Well, have you been to Clay Pot?
Oh, we don't get to Melbourne very often. At least we live in the country.
I mean, yes, you do. That's why I'm talking to you, because people in Geelong like.
Yes, we do.
Don't they? Especially when there's a show on like.
Oh, and a particularly good one at that.
And really amazing lineup, actually. So I've got people who have played or do play with all sorts of people. So Steve Hadley on bass, he plays a lot with Tex Perkins, his band. Claire Moore playing vibes. She usually plays drums, but she's from Dave Graney and the Coral Snakes. Roger Bergadaz, who's also in a band with Tex. Pete Farnham from Boom Crash Opera.
Friend of the show.
Yes.
Is he? Oh, great. Well, Pete and I started playing music together in the late 90s, and we've collaborated quite a lot.
Well, you tell him that you're speaking to Neil and Rob in Geelong, and I think he will speak effusively about us.
I will.
He's in the lineup next week for the 200 show as well, as in
is he?
saying nice things about us, yeah.
Oh, and what about Jack Howard?
We've also had Jack on the show, but we didn't get him this time round.
Oh, and has Dave and Claire been on your show?
No.
That'd be great. Oh, okay.
No, we better get that one organised.
We can get that one organised. No, it's good to have folk of your ilk on, and I want to go back to the heady times of the COVID, when lockdown and report you were saying about Geelong people going to Melbourne. Geelong was saved a lot by Melbourne people coming down here and taking up residence and being involved in our community at a time where we were struggling a bit and people were locked up in Melbourne. And I think Geelong people genuinely liked the idea of going up the highway and seeing a bit of arts in the big smoke of Melbourne. So I reckon a lot of people will go to the Georges and see the Fish Shop Collective with Alyce Platt out front.
I tell you what, there are a lot of people going. And you know how I know that? Because I'm looking at the website upon which you can buy the tickets. That is Try Booking. And also you can go via georgelane.com.au. A row, sold out. A row seat middle, sold out. A row seat right, sold out. There are still tickets available in the B row high table. Row lounge left, B row, sold out. B row table left, sold out. B row table middle, available. And B row table right, select available as well. And general admission. Now, here, I think there's an error on this, Alyce. Surely it costs more than $35 to come and see a show of that ilk. Are you kidding me? $35?
I think so. And do you know? And I think general admission is actually even cheaper.
$25.
No, 25. But you know who is? And this is a, what do you call it when you get the fee? You get the
booking fee.
No.
No. As in.
I'm telling you something that nobody else knows, and it's a secret.
Oh, an exclusive.
Exclusive. That's the word. Thank you. It's an exclusive.
Yep.
I, as a little girl, was a huge and still am fan of Young Valentine.
Aren't we all?
As an 8-year-old, wanted to be Debbie Byrne and have loved her ever since. And she has been coming to my gigs, and we know each other. And few weeks ago, she got up and sang with me, and I said to Deb, and she's just the most extraordinary singer, and I said,
She is that.
would you come and do some songs with me for the Fish Shop Collective? And she said, absolutely. So Deb Byrne is going to be singing
Wow.
4 songs with me, which is just extraordinary. I'm so excited about that.
And we're excited about the fact that no doubt sometime between now and the end of the year, she'll be a guest on the Two Blokes Chatting, he said, winking in your general direction. I've just looked. There are 7 tickets left. If you want to get them now. And there is obviously general admission, but there are only 7 tickets left if you want to go and sit down and listen to this amazing show at $35 a seat, including Debbie Byrne.
Hey, Alyce, that is brilliant. And I just want to touch back, because we were talking this morning about heroes, meeting your hero. And here you are, you've made so many people's lives happy yourself, but you still have that moment where you meet a childhood hero and you go all googly. It's really good to remind us that even the stars are human.
Oh, no. No, I really do. It's just the most wonderful experience to, it never leaves you, does it?
Mm.
It never, ever leaves you. I think we've still got that 8-year-old and that 16-year-old inside us that just, never goes away and is available. And I think we need to tap into it more often, in that sense of celebrating moments like that.
And at Rob's age, to tap back into his 8-year-old, that is a long, long, long time ago.
I go back to the lovely Nancy Cato, who used to do Adventure Island that I'd rush home to school from way back in the mid '60s, and I'd sort of not catch up personally, but follow her on Twitter, and I just love the fact that she's still doing wonderful stuff. So that's me going back to a 6 and 7-year-old.
Did she wipe the mushroom seat? Was there a mushroom seat, or am I tripping?
I think that was Adventure Island. I think that might have been Sue Donovan, now Sue McIntosh.
Possibly. There was a lot of nonsense went on Adventure Island, I can assure you, that. But I can't remember if there was a mushroom seat. Probably was.
And here we are on Nonsense Central, the Two Blokes Chatting radio show. Hey, Alyce, sadly I can't get there on Friday night because I have another appointment. Otherwise, I'd be there buying one of those tickets right now. Thank you for reaching out and telling us about your show. I know it's going to be a sellout now because you've only got a few tickets left. Have a great time, and we'll look forward to keeping in touch.
Look forward to the 3rd. What happens when I come back on 3rd time?
You have to sing.
Yeah, you got to sing. That's right. Next time we want you in the studio with your guitar.
Shall do.
And we'll
before your Geelong show.
Yeah. When you come to Geelong to
perform. Where are we going to play in Geelong?
We have
Performing Arts Centre.
Yeah. We've got the piano bar. That's really good. We saw Russell Morris there, didn't we?
Costa Hall.
Yeah. I'll do that. Here's another exclusive when I return from Europe.
Done.
Beautiful.
Have a great trip.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Alyce. Always good to chat. See you, mate.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.